Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to Urban Air for the first time for my daughter's 8th birthday. And as you can see, the rain was annoying me, but as I got in, I was fine. And when I tell you, Urban Air is so nice. This place was amazing. We decided to try this besides going to Sky Zone. Now, Sky Zone is usually what we do, where we go all the time, especially when the kids want to kind of bounce around and burn some energy. But, today is baby girl birthday, so she wanted to try Urban Air. Now, Urban Air compared to Sky Zone, I would say you get more for your money at Urban Air because the attractions there, the things they have for the children to do, is so much to do. They have a nice variety. You can stay in there as long as you want. You pay a set price for them to play on all the attractions, and I love that. Sky Zone, if anyone knows, been to Sky Zone, very popular. You pay for how long you want to stay in there. And, all they have pretty much is the trampoline. So Urban Air gets a plus for me. But the kids started out in this ball pit. They really loved it. My daughter was kind of doing a disappearance act in it, and I just was laughing. They make me smile. They make me laugh every time they get out. You can see my son is having a hard time right now, but they had fun overall. This was their favorite attraction, Urban Air. And, of course, I'm on the side editing some notes for work. This is kind of, how I treat my work from home life. But anyway, the kids were having a ball walking around. They wanted to get on everything. As you can see, the zip lining, which my daughter actually got on, was definitely different. Honestly, I wanted to get on, but, I usually go out with my kids alone. And my son, I cannot take my eyes off him sometimes, so I did not get on anything. I pretty much let them have their fun. But this place is really nice. So next they went into this trampoline, regular trampoline section, and they had a ball. I'm trying to tell you. And another thing that I love about Urban Air is that it's very structured. Well, at least the one we went to, Sky Zone, they kind of just let the kids do whatever. The kids will go in there and be jumping on each other, knocking each other out. But Urban Air, they only have a certain amount of children go into each section at, for a certain amount of time. And then the children have to leave to let other people come in, and they can always come back to the attraction later. So I thought that was really cool. I like the organization. So you're kind of ensuring that children aren't getting hurt, aren't slamming into each other when they're jumping. But, that was definitely a plus for me. Just saying Sky Zone, they don't really monitor how many children should be in the trampoline pit, at once. But next, my daughter wanted to try the zip lining. As you can see, she's getting ready for it. My son didn't want to get on. He is very much scared of heights. Me and him talked about this before we even walked over to it, because he was just saying, like, Mommy, and do I have to get on? Am I getting on? And I'm like, no, your sister wants to get on. So I don't think he was tall enough anyway, but baby boy is definitely scared of heights. But my daughter is very much my daredevil, and she will try things that looks fun, that go fast, and that are high up in the air. So she did this by herself. I pretty much just stayed to the side with my son. And when I tell you, it looks easy, but she had such a difficult time trying to pull off. Now, I'm just, sitting down here with my son, kind of looking at her, just making sure she's okay. And she went up those steps a couple times with the harness and fell back. Yeah, and she even fell back into another child. Felt so bad because I couldn't go up there and help her, but someone eventually went up there to help her so that she can get to, the main attraction, to the zip lining. But yeah, when I talked to her when she got down, she told me that it was definitely a struggle. and she was, she was having a difficult time trying to pull herself around because, it was so heavy. I guess it was but there she goes, flying around in urban air. I definitely was giving her shout outs. I have to do it, saying, go ahead, girl, I see you. And I know people were probably looking at me like I'm crazy, but that is my baby. These are my babies, and I always want them to know that I see them having fun. So, she had more difficulties when she got to the, the checkpoint at the other side before she pulled back off of the zip lining. And she was just like, Mommy, that was so hard. I felt like it was choking me. And I'm like, no, girl, they trying to make sure you don't fall. Now, me and my son were playing with this this little mannequin thing, this witch toy. And he was telling me how scared he was of it. And I'm like, stop, because he's not. My son, he will tell you he is scared of something, and I know he's not. But this is one thing I love about my children. They are very social. They make friends everywhere, especially my son. He just loves other children, and my daughter. They actually want another sibling. That's how much they love just being around other children, especially children that are younger than them. But this rock climbing was so nice. My son, he got down. He almost got to the top. And then he slid down. He's like, I'm tired. My arms is tired. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that one because I did rock climbing before. And it just was not for me. My upper body strength is definitely not there. But as you can see, my kids did amazing. Now, this rock climbing is on two sides. This is only one side, and the other side is different, but it's still rock climbing. And as I said, with all the attractions, there are people in there that help the kids put the harnesses on, and they are timed. So they only have a certain amount of time in there so that everyone gets a chance to try everything, and I love that because they're able to get on everything without, a whole bunch of kids bum rushing them or, like falling into them. And I'm going to tell you that's always going to be my favorite part of Urban Air. Now, this attraction was like a little obstacle course. As you can see, they have these stilts that they walk on. They have these other things in there that the kids can climb on. My son was having a hard time with this one. He was just trying to figure out how to get on it. I couldn't really tell him how to get on it, so I'm like, baby, just try your best, figure it out, problem solve, because I was not trying to figure out at that point. I'm like, look, just climb into the little holes and pull yourself up. But he eventually got it. He wanted to try this one first, actually, when he got in there instead of the wall that he climbed up. But as I said, he eventually got it and he loved it. But he didn't want to stay on this one too long. With the attractions in Urban Air, especially this one, each kid gets a certain amount of minutes on each one so that everyone can try everything in there. And he thought that was going to be his favorite one, and it wasn't, because he climbed up it once and then he was over it. And I'm just like, okay, that's my daughter. She's on the stilts, and she was having such a ball. Like, she loved those things, and my son got on the other little attraction, whatever you want to call it, over there. And he just kind of climbed up. He's supposed to try to jump and reach the little thing that's hanging, but he just kind of just jumped and flew down. Now, this is coming from a man, little boy, that just told me that he did not like heights. That's why I said you can't believe him. But they got into this slide. Now, this slide was just a slide. It wasn't really connected to anything else. So, they went down the slide a couple of times, but this is the food court. And my kids, they got ices. They pretty much only just had two flavors, which was cherry and blue raspberry. They had wings, they had pizza, fries, and when I tell you, it all smelled good. Now, we are going out to eat, but I was very tempted to get me a slice of pizza because, yes, you know, when you start smelling it, especially when it first come out, and then you walk past the tables and you see the pizza, it's like, But this was another attraction they tried. It's called Wipeout. And, you know, the kids have to jump over the little poles or, you know, sit down to let it go over their faces. And my daughter and son decided to lay down, you know, being. So we left Urban Air and went out to eat at Miller's Ale House. And this is actually my second time at Miller's. This is their first time. My first experience at Miller's was not the best. I believe it was the location, but I wanted to try a different location just to give them a second try. And the food was good. Now, just looking over the menu, I just kind of wanted to get a couple appetizers and, you know, an entree. The kids, they ordered their own food. So we started off with some pot stickers with this sweet chili sauce and mozzarella sticks. And I love me a good pot sticker. They were really good, especially with the sweet chili sauce. For my entree, I got this scampi pasta bake with grilled shrimp. It was okay. It wasn't bad. I did like it, but I felt like it needed to sit for a little bit, you know, for that flavor of the Alfredo sauce to kind of stick to the noodles more. But overall, I enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.